All right, good morning. I want to thank everyone for joining us here today for a wonderful launch of the San Diego Black Homebuyers program. I want to say a special thank you to everyone who's doing the hard work, who's here today to make this happen. I want to say a tremendous thank you to the San Diego Foundation. We are thrilled to be joined by our dear friend from there, Pamela Gray-Payton, Vice President of Community Impact San Diego Foundation. I want to thank the Office of Councilwoman Monica Montgomery Stepp for her tremendous support and leadership, and Henry Foster, her Chief of Staff, who is here today. I want to thank Al from the Urban League that is doing tremendous work to operationalize this and make this happen. And a special thank you to Union Bank and LISC San Diego for the tremendous work and partnership that you're doing. Home ownership is not just a form of economic empowerment. Home ownership is a quintessential part of what we've built into the American dream. It's a source of dignity. It's a source of the opportunity to accumulate generational wealth. It is a part of climbing that ladder. And when the San Diego Foundation initially approached me and asked if our county government could support the Black Homebuyers program, the simple answer was yes. It was yes. Because we have such an obligation to ensure access the American dream. There's no guarantee of equality of outcome, but there is supposed to be equality of access. And when you look at basic things like home ownership rates, you can see that we've got some work to do. That path to a more perfect union, we've got a ways to go, and that requires us to think very intentionally about how we provide equity and the access to be able to achieve the basic dignity of things like home ownership. And so as a county government, we were happy to jump in and help kickstart this program and provide some funding. And then when you look at all of the partners that are coming together here, all of the for-profit, the nonprofit, the business community, all coming together, I think this is an example of what we ought to do moving forward. Now, the San Diego Foundation, time and again throughout the last year and a half, 2 years in our community, which have been very hard, the San Diego Foundation time and again has stepped up in significant ways. Every time we've called with an ask or a need, they've said yes. And in this instance, they took the leadership role in making a $1 million commitment in grants, and that is to be celebrated and I hope replicated by others throughout our community. And we are looking to our business and our philanthropic communities to step up to continue to match this generosity. The Urban League, again, stepping in with tireless efforts and helping families, all families, try and provide that access to home ownership has been a wonderful part of this. And I'm thrilled to be here for their inaugural Homebuyer Expo. It starts here in just a little bit, and it'll be a tremendous resource for those that are interested in buying a home and overcoming, right, those barriers to access. You know, for a lot of folks, if they grew up and your parents owned a home and you have all of the advantages in the world, it's not a daunting process to do it. But if you're one of those first-time folks, it can be challenging. And the difference between equality and equity, right, means we are opening up doors for people that have been historically left behind. That means you have to make extra investment and extra effort in communities that have historically been left behind. And the reality is systemic racism is real, and it manifests itself in so many different ways. In areas of environmental justice and racial justice and criminal justice and economic justice. And I think this program is a great step forward to try and tackle that. I want to thank Union Bank for being so integral to today's work. We spent a few years, Councilwoman Montgomery Stepp and I, when we were on the Reinvestment Task Force, working with our partners. And I appreciate the investment in the communities that need the help most. And we are grateful and appreciative of everything that's happening. You know, when you get your nonprofit leaders, you get your business community, you get your community leaders, you get a few of the elected representatives of the people all together moving forward, really good things can happen, and I'm excited to see what is happening and the potential funding that can go to families to help get over the hurdle of that down payment, to help navigate through the system. We know we have challenges in our housing market. We need more housing. We need more housing that is affordable to folks who are working class, and we're going to continue to push. But I'm just excited for today's program and thrilled to be able to join and support in this effort. And it gives me tremendous pleasure to introduce the Vice President of the San Diego Foundation, Pamela Gray-Payton, who's been a tremendous leader on this program from the very beginning. Thank you for all the work and all you've done on the foundation.
Good morning. It's a very exciting day. Today we are here to announce the creation of the San Diego Homebuyer program with a $1 million commitment from the San Diego Foundation. For generations, Black Americans have faced systemic oppression and exclusion from access to financing and economic opportunities historically afforded to other groups. The Federal Reserve Survey of Consumer Finances reports that the average Black household has about 1/10 of the net worth of the average white household. After declining for much of the past 20 years, the national Black homeownership rate has stayed near 42% since 2016, while the rate for white homeownership reached a record high of 73%. In San Diego, that number is roughly 30% of Black households own homes, whereas 61% of white households own homes. The racial homeownership gap rings true for San Diego County in a way that we want to try and impact positive change. With roughly 65% of white households owning a home, why is it that only 31% of Black households have been able to afford to purchase their own home? While these numbers are daunting, today is the first step on the road to equity and fairness. And I will say it's personal. I am fortunate to be a part of the initiative at the San Diego Foundation, but 20 plus years ago, I was a single mom with 2 children renting an apartment here in San Diego. And I was telling a friend who had good fortune, had been a part of a family that had acquired lots of properties in the region, that I wanted to move and find a better place for me and my children. I was college educated, working very, very hard, had very good credit, but did not have the money for a down payment to buy a home. And my friend said, why didn't I loan you the money? Why didn't I loan you the money to buy your home for your children? And we'll do whatever we have to do from the standpoint of the agreement. I eventually paid her back that loan by taking equity out of my house. I was able to send my children to college. I was able to upgrade and buy another home and put my children in schools in a community that were going to provide them with very good quality schools. That is what we're talking about today. That is why homeownership matters. It does transform lives, and that is why we are here announcing this initiative. So I want to thank all of our incredible partners. We hope that our contribution today of $1 million will lead to funders stepping up to contribute to this program, like our partners that we're talking to today. Allowing this program to expand the circle of opportunities to other Black families is why we are here today. And we appreciate the support of the partners who are contributing. And we really want to address what Supervisor Fletcher said in terms of the supply of affordable housing. We know that San Diego is in a crisis right now, and that this program, as beneficial as it will be, what we are lacking is inventory. And we want to work with others on addressing that need as well. So I want to thank you all very much. And now I'm going to introduce our next speaker, who is Henry Foster from Councilmember Monica Montgomery Stepp's office.
Good morning. My name's Henry Foster, Chief of Staff for Councilmember Monica Montgomery Stepp. Councilmember Monica Montgomery Stepp could not be here today, but she wanted to make sure that I was here to attend this important event. On behalf of the council member, I want to thank the San Diego Foundation and the Black Community Investment Fund Advisory Board for their commitment of $1 million to Black families for home ownership. I also want to thank Liz San Diego for their contribution, and also Union Bank for their hard work and their diligence in making this program come forward. So thank you. Finally, I would like to thank the San Diego Urban League for their tireless work in this area of helping families secure opportunity of home ownership. Today is a good day. Today is a day we're here to celebrate. Today we are not just acknowledging an injustice, but we are actively doing something about it. Today as we speak, as it was said earlier, 31% or 30% of Black families own their homes compared to 60% of white families in this county. This divide cannot continue. And the commitment from everyone here today shows that change is here, change is coming. Councilmember Montgomery Stepp believes that we must continue to remove barriers and do everything we can to ensure economic opportunity for all. and that we build balanced, sustainable communities. And home ownership plays a key role in achieving these two goals. With that, we urge other funders and philanthropists to join the San Diego Foundation and the Black Community Investment Fund and pledge your grant dollars to this necessary program. We can do more, and we must do more. For Black families interested in the program, I encourage you to go to the San Diego Urban League website and on their main page sign up to speak to one of their housing financial counselors today. Or come down to ECC this morning and attend the San Diego Urban League first annual Homebuyer Expo. Again, on behalf of the People's Council member, we want to thank all the great partners here today, and especially the San Diego Foundation for your commitment to Black home ownership and being the catalyst for the Black Homebuyer program. In addition, just want to say a special thank you to Supervisor Fletcher for his endless help and assistance as he has been working side by side the council member for probably the past 2 years since they came into office to get this program off board. So with that, thank you for all of your help and your effort and collaboration. With that, I will turn it over to the next speaker, Sam from Union Bank. Appreciate it.
Good morning, everybody. I'm happy to be here today and honored to join this panel of esteemed leaders. My name is Samuel Assail, and I'm the head of Consumer Home Loans for Union Bank. We are proud to be the first participating lender in the San Diego Black Homebuyers program by providing financing for all participants who qualify. In addition to their mortgage, we will also participate with these homeowners in leveraging matching grants through resources such as the Federal Home Loan Bank of San Francisco, through their Workforce Initiative Subsidy for Home Ownership program known as WISH. And we will be offering home buyers who qualify our Union Bank grant program up to $9,000 through our personal funding and commitment. Our reason for participating is simple. We want to help more first-time home buyers achieve their dream of home ownership. At Union Bank, we know the importance of home ownership and how it plays a role in building wealth for individuals and families. For far too long, many Black Americans were left out of the home buying experience, and we want to help change that. We applaud the San Diego Foundation for understanding the complexity of this issue and actually doing something about it. We are proud to work together with nonprofits like the Urban League, LISC, San Diego, as well as our government partners like Supervisor and Chair Nathan Fletcher and Council Member Monica Montgomery Stepp on real solutions. You know, Union Bank has a rich history of serving home buyers on the West Coast for more than 155 years. We are deeply committed to our clients, our colleagues, and our communities that we serve. We want to be a part of a solution, and there's too many issues out there that our communities face, including racial and social injustice. The San Diego Black Homebuyers program is just one way we are working to make a positive impact. In June of 2020, we launched our Community Recovery Program, which was a $10 million initiative geared toward businesses and individuals who have historically been marginalized. We provided critical economic stability and the tools to succeed moving forward. I'm proud to share today that we have already funded 49% of those grants to more than 220 organizations across the U.S. I'm joined today by several of my colleagues from Union Bank. Danielle Royal, our producing sales manager here in San Diego, Mark Lovick, our regional sales manager here locally in San Diego, who are standing by and looking forward to helping participants acquire their mortgage and secure additional grants. We're also joined by Carlton Hill, our regional manager for San Diego South, and by Frank Robinson, our diverse markets and community-based programs executive, who I would like to thank personally for driving this initiative for Union Bank. We look forward to supporting this program and, most importantly, to working with first-time homebuyers, helping them begin that important journey toward building wealth and achieving the American dream of home ownership. I'm going to turn it over to Al Abdallah now, the Chief Operating Officer for the Urban League of San Diego.
Thanks, Al.
Good morning. As Sam said, I'm Al Abdallah, the Chief Operating Officer of the Urban League of San Diego County. This day is a long day coming. We've been working at this for a year, but I'm grateful that we're here and all of you are here to see this wonderful program come to fruition. We can't thank Pamela Gray Payton and the San Diego Foundation enough for their commitment to black families with this $1 million payment grant. Thank you to our coalition member Union Bank for stepping up and joining us. They're absolutely critical to the success of this program. And thank you to our partners, List San Diego, for their grant and their continued partnership. Finally, we thank Supervisor Nathan Fletcher and the Office of Monica Montgomery Stepp for being here today and supporting this extremely important initiative. Today's announcement comes on the day of our first annual Homeownership Expo, which is being held right next door here in the ECC Theater. The Urban League is committed to home ownership for all, and especially for black families. As the prior speakers have discussed the disproportionality with respect to home ownership in the black community. For those interested in the Black Homebuyer program, go to the website of the Urban League of San Diego County at sdul.org, scroll down the main page, and make an appointment with a housing and financial counselor. We have 3 counselors, and they are eager and waiting for your call. For all other prospective homeowners, do the same and meet with one of our counselors to see if you too can qualify for up to $70,000 in grants. Thank you all again for coming, and we'll see you at the Urban League. And with that, I'd like to turn it over to John Freeman for List. John.
So I'm John Freeman. I'm here on behalf of Ricardo Flores, who's Executive Director of LISC San Diego. And LISC is an unusual acronym. It stands for Local Initiative Support Corporation. And what do? What we do is we serve the underserved. We help people who need our help. And that's just a real simple way of saying how proud we are to be a part of this program. And in addition to the $1 million from San Diego Foundation, we have given $250,000. So these are programs that do help people. We're at the beginning stage now, but it will continue to grow. And I must say we're proud to be a part of this. So thank you for coming.
And with that, that concludes the press conference. And again, for those of you that are interested in attending the Expo, you can actually come on over here to ECC. We'll be here till probably 2 o'clock today, getting participants qualified for a HUD certificate to qualify for the down payment assistance program. And again, please visit our website or actually come in person to the Urban League. We're open every day, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Thank you all for coming. Appreciate it.